Ford, the latest to announce major job cuts as the auto giant is set to lay off 3,800 people across Europe over the next 3 years. This comes as Ford continues to make a bigger push into electric vehicles as well as lower costs. Can't say I'm surprised by this news. Jim Farley stepped up about a week and a half ago on earnings, on that earnings call, and I think laid the gauntlet down to his team. Do better. And then while you're doing better, do it more efficiently. So I think this is the first in a series of just them looking to get more efficient. Ford, of course, late last year, released or let go, I believe, 3,000 workers or so. And let's keep in mind, this is a company that is now trying to split itself into two divisions. One division that focuses on traditional cars, another division that focuses on EVs. There's still likely a lot of waste in these systems. So, Jim, I think just trying to drive a more focused business and get the love of the stock market back.
Yeah, on that call, they basically signaled that something might be coming. They said, given the changing macro environment, demand environment in Europe, they're going to make the changes necessary to deliver a sustainable business that consistently generates returns above the cost of capital. One of those costs of capital, of course, comes in the resources that you have across all of these divisions. And in Europe, the prioritization that Ford has right now is bringing a new factory online, that factory going to be in Turkey, actually. And then you also think about that 2 million run rate. It's going to be about bringing the factory online and getting the raw materials to that factory, and this directly impacting the number of people that they have running that operation in Europe as well.
I mean, I think wherever you look in the car market, there's enough to go around in terms of EV. But I think to your point, Saz, in terms of winning back the love of Wall Street, that is more going to be an uphill battle. If you look at Ford shares this year, they've bounced about 12%. GM's up about 25%. And Tesla, of course, Tesla does, weird things.
It's got its own short squeeze.
It's up to like 58%.
Yeah.
So we've really seen a switch here, it feels like, because it feels like GM and Ford have switched places in Wall Street's hearts over the past couple of years. And so if it's not going to be cost cutting that's going to get them back, I don't know what is. Cost cutting is getting them back in every other sector, right? In tech, you cut costs and people buy the shares. So if it's not going to be this, I don't know what the trigger is going to be for people to come back into the stock.
Yeah, it's also coming back to the number of different auto players, too, that are getting into Europe. There are going to be some heavy competitors in the form of Chinese auto manufacturers that are getting more into Europe. Many of them also coming into the U.S. And with that, there is a brand equity that they carry at the same time. And so for all of the electrification that's happening on some of the most equitable names that they have as part of their model lineups, for Ford, it's also about this box out effort that they're trying to initiate within that region while also trying to take on some type of market share, knowing that more competition is entering into the fray there, something that they also talked about.
Yeah, I'll just add to it. Importantly, at its core, at least Farley has Ford putting out vehicles that people want. The new electric F-150, darn good vehicle. The Mach-E, strong demand, darn good electric vehicle here. This is not like Ford's putting out, 1987 Ford Tempos and Escorts here. This is a company putting out higher quality products. It's just a matter of getting the cost structure right and then that flowing through to the company's profits.
All right, we're going to continue to watch shares of Ford going into the start of today's trading activity.